Thank you very much. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. I would like to say thank you. First of all, I would like to say thank you to the let's say, the wind or the energy behind the entire conference, behind this entire event, Mr. Ivan Feld, who did an incredible job in the last few months organizing this event. I would like to welcome and thank Dr. Shalva from the Hebrew University. I also went to school in the Hebrew University, and it is the top university in Israel. So welcome and thank you for the time with honoring us with your presence today. I would like to thank Ms. Deepa Thomas for coming, and it will be fascinating. We already saw a small preview and looking forward to hear your lecture. Rabbi Ezekiel from Delhi and Dr. Ephraim, thank you very much for your attendance and your kindness. Welcome everybody. I've been living in Mumbai in the past 7 months, and one cannot not notice all the similarities between our two countries. Well, maybe Israel is much smaller. Here I like to say we are half the size of Kerala, the entire land of Israel. And population-wise, we might be also a little bit less than India. Even though I told the joke even 2 days ago that together the two countries we make 1/6 of the world population. So we have, if we join ourselves together, we are quite powerful. Sometimes Israelis like to think that we are much more than what we are, but we are only 80 lakh. Only 8 million people live in Israel. And even though we're only 8 lakh, we've been making some noise here and there. We have two very old nations. We have very old culture and heritage, 4,000, some say 5,000 some years. But very young nations, modern democracy. There are only 9 months between the Independence Day. So for India it's August 1947, and for Israel it's May 1948. Both democracies, but let's say the most vivid or the most clear similarity between the two countries are the people. So when you visit Israel and when you visit India, you see the warmth, you see the hospitality, and you see the creativity, thinking outside of the box. People like to talk, like to argue, both countries. And I see a lot of, just 7 months, but you can, after 1 week or after 2 weeks, you can see how you feel at home. Even when you're in Mumbai, it's very similar to, when you talk to the people, it's like you're talking to your friends from Israel. Now, when we talk about tourism, and we talk about heritage tourism, there are also, you will be surprised to hear how many similarities are there. Every year, around 40,000 Israelis visit India. Most of them look for Shanti and spiritualism. Exactly the same numbers, around 45,000 Indians visit Israel every year, looking pretty much for the same thing, looking for spirituality and answers, and just to see those places that people kept telling them about, Jerusalem, and Nazareth, and Bethlehem, and other places in Israel. And so even when you talk about tourism, you see the same thing, you see the clear similarity. Now in Israel, we will talk about heritage in Goa, in the west coast of India, but I would like to use 2 minutes of your time to talk a little bit about tourism in Israel, heritage tourism in Israel. As I said, 5,000 years, and so many guests. I say guests, I'm politically correct, I'm a diplomat, I have to say guests. But so many guests during these 5,000 years visited Israel. From the Empire of Babylon to the Roman Empire and the Ottoman Empire, just to name a few. And the crucifix, the Byzantine time. And they left a very rich heritage, archaeology, history. In Israel, we have 30,000 sites, archaeological sites. In such a, half the size of Kerala, such a small piece of land, you see, it's, I think, one of the most concentrated places for heritage tourism, for archaeological sites. and we face challenges, weather, and sometimes conflict, and population. The population of Israel grew 12 times since our independence. So during our Independence Day, we were only 6 lakh, and now we're 80. So we had to face all these challenges, but we've been doing our best to try and preserve this heritage that we have. In Jerusalem, Caesarea, I can start naming the places, but just too many. So I would like, and I think some of you haven't been to Israel. I know some of you had the chance to visit Israel, but some of you haven't been to Israel. So I would like to use this opportunity. I try to do it as much as possible when I visit, when I have the chance to talk in front of nice people like yourself, and I try to take them to at least a virtual tour. I invite you all to visit Israel, but for those of you who haven't had the chance yet, I would like to invite you to take a virtual tour with me, very short, 6 minutes, to see what is Israel today. So before we take this quick tour to Israel, I would like again to thank those who worked very hard, days and nights, to organize this conference. Goa, Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Christian Friends of Israel, and India and Norway, Chamber of Commerce, and Hebrew University, all these are, and dear guests, all of you friends that came here today, and I welcome you to take this trip to Israel, more than Israel, with me. Thank you very much.